I still can't believe that a Dorito of all things told me that I am following a tragic fate. Whatever that may mean. It came from someone who used cheats in order to win the free-for-all. What does a Dorito see that I can't? How does he know that I am the ShadowFlame Stickman? I've never heard that name in my life. But it boggles me that I was the only one powerful enough to take him down. Was it all a coincidence? An assassin? I guess this means I'm dead. What a disappointment. Did I end up in heaven? Or hell?
No such place has ever existed.
What are you? I'm in the afterlife. Aren't I?
You may compose. Corporeal. In my current state, I am no threat.
Oh? Then get to explaining everything going on here.
As you wish. ShadowFlame Stickman. Prior to being sealed in the cubicle, I was one of the multiverse's 7 all-ruling gods. I have since lost all authority, power, and freedom. However, there was a recent event which has broken a rift into space-time. That Dorito you defeated. He was able to cheat death by manipulating reality using an artifact which he was never destined to acquire. That artifact now lies in your hands. It is my last connection to your perception of reality. And since you are in possession of the domain, we are allowed to exist in the same dimensional plane. However, all artifacts that connect me to Earth no longer exist. It occurred when humanity was extinguished in an ancient cataclysm. Life on Earth now consists of you Stickman as the dominant species. However, that Dorito acquired the domain remains a mystery. I am no longer an omnipotent god, but I can still perceive power in its purest form, also called dunamis, being distributed across existence. Dunamis is the fundamental coding language required for articulation between gods. This means that a leviathan amount of dunamis can be deciphered into code by me. When a being emits a minuscule amount of dunamis, I can only detect simpler concepts such as emotion thanks to my remaining clairsentient abilities. You were in the free-for-all, weren't you? I could tell because I could detect traces of euphoric emotions reverberating from the battle. But when the Dorito revived himself using the domain, it produced a dunamis so powerful that I could scrutinize its every thought. It could only clothe the surface of the domain's power. So it would still make sense that a stronger being like you, the ShadowFlame Stickman, could take it down.
So let me get this all correct. You are saying that you can peer into the thoughts of those who possess the domain? Well then, prove it. Tell me exactly what I am thinking right now.
Killing me and becoming a god.
Then I guess it ain't a phony.
How vulgar of you. That was the most pathetic thing I have ever seen in this multiverse. Believe me, if it was that easy I would have escaped millennium ago.
My arm. It is back to normal?
Every concept in existence has a duality. It can either be used for good intent, or bad, depending on the heart of the initiator. The course of life moving forward can be changed. I believe that the domain can be used to enchant our hearts and make the universe a better place. That is why I was outcasted and sealed for thousands of years. Power initiates greed. Greed creates ego. Ego reinforces power.
Ah. What a sob story. Here's the deal. In exchange for helping you out, you will grant me divine power. If you cut any corners, or cheat your way out of me, you will meet your demise in the grave. Understand?
That is a very profound statement. I accept it. I will now explain everything you need to know about who attacked you, and why. Now that you have the domain, your dunamis was amplified by an incalculable amount. Our connection was so strong that I was able to bring you here, to a completely different reality. However, large amounts of dunamis can be detected even by three-dimensional beings, meaning that an anomalous amount like yours could be detected across Earth. The Zealots are the organization of stickmen who came to assassinate you to acquire the domain. They are a group of extremists who partake in religious affairs, waiting centuries for the return of the domain. The resurgence of the domain is an event which they had begun to prophesy since the discovery of human remains approximately 2,000 years ago. They are stickmen who uncovered humans' forgotten knowledge of reality warping dunamis. An esoteric amount of dunamis lies in the wielder of the domain. It is an instrument that allows one to ascend to the highest dimensions, and warp any reality at their desire. Thou shalt keep absorbing dunamis until thou becomes an existence beyond any conscious being's perception. A pure entity who has traversed existence, and is no longer bound to the laws of the omniverse. An all-controlling God who can create and destroy an infinite number of universes. That is the destiny of one who shall become invincible.
So let me get this straight. You are saying that I need to absorb enough dunamis in order to release your seal?
Excellent intuition as expected, ShadowFlame Stickman.
Well then. Let's get on with it. I am utmost impressed. You knew exactly where I was gonna stop by.